What's going on too? Hey, so this video we jumping right into how you're exactly how you're gonna make $200 per day, or what's stopping you from making $200 per day. And all in all, like, let's jump right into the thing that's stopping you from that $200 per day is you. Like, you are the $200 per day business. Like, you starting is the $200 per day thing. You doing will make you the $200 per day. I was talking to somebody about business, and they were telling me that they had this idea. They were really good at cooking, and they like cooking, and they like doing recipes. And they were just like, I want to sell, like, I want to do an ebook. And I'm like, well, just do an ebook. Like, just do it. And they were like, well, yeah, but I mean, but this, and I kind of want to do like this, or I kind of want to do it like that. And I was like, well, here's the thing. You can't have, you got to start one of the many ideas that you have to figure out what's going to work and what's not going to work. And so instead of like worrying about which idea is going to be the blow up idea, how about we start doing the necessary thing? Because when you think about it, if you want to make $200 in a day, that's sell a $20 product to 10 people. That's your $200, right? Like, that's it. That's all. It's not like, it's not nothing that's extremely, you know what I'm saying, crazy, right? And so it's really sell a $10 book to 20 people. You know what I'm saying? And so it you're we get so caught up in the ideas, we get so caught up in well, what if this, what if that, the what ifs, and we don't get caught up in the action. And so, like, maybe that should have been the name of this video. You need to be caught up in the action, because that's really what it is. Like, I think if more people were, I think if more people were caught up in the action of business, caught up in the action of action, like caught up in the instead of thinking about the outcome from I want to make this amount of money, I want to make that amount of money, but more so in a I want to become the best version of me along this process, or I want to actually see something happen, or I want to have movement or motion. If more people were obsessed with motion instead of the end result, then you would get to the end result faster. But more people are obsessed more with the end result than the motion that's in between where they are in this present day moment and the end result. So making $200 a day in a business, well, okay, when you think about that over a 30-day period, well, that's like, what, $6,000 in a month. The funny thing is that you can make $6,000 in a month. You can make it in a day. You know what I'm saying? You can make it in a few days, in a week. Like, there's so many things that you can do, but you have always been the product. You have always been what? Who are you? You have always been what do you call that? You have always been the chosen one. So it's like, so I mean, the things that are like holding you back from getting to the bag, the things that are holding you back from getting to the money, like, I mean, it's like, what are we doing? Like, I'm gonna let all the ideas hold me back, when all you got to do is do one of the ideas. Do one of the 10, 15, 20, 100, maybe you got 100 things floating around in your head. Do one of the 100 things. Like, just do one of them. You ain't got to do like all of them at once. Just do one of them. And like, okay, it didn't work, don't beat yourself up. Do another one. I feel that a good 3, 4, 5 businesses before I made like my first $100,000. Like, I failed at multiple things before I made my first $100,000. And before I made multiple 6 figures, I failed again along that path. So it's like, there's so many different things that I think we focus too much on, again, failing. We focus too much on, well, I got all these ideas, I don't know which one is the right one. There's no right one, just start one. There's no right one, just start one. And then you don't figure out really honestly what the right one is until you start one. So instead of obsessing over, again, like the end results of things, why don't we just start? Instead of worrying about like, oh, where's this gonna work? Why don't we just start? Like, why don't you just do stuff? That's just do something. Like, Just do something. Because if you know how to cook, like the young lady I was speaking about earlier, she knows how to cook. She wants to do meals and whatnot. She wants to do ebooks. All right, cool. Sell them. Create the ebook, sell the ebook. Build the ebook in a day on use ChatGPT. Tell it all your cooking recipes. Tell it the audience that you want to sell it to, and then sell it. The people, other people that sell digital products, like if you want to do something where you're teaching people a thing, you're a dad, and you teaching people, you know what I'm saying, how to better groom themselves, or how to prepare for a date, or ladies, if you want to teach women how to get a man, like whatever you want to do, like just do it, try it, and if the shit don't work, if it don't work, don't beat yourself up about it. But the worst thing that you can do is sit in the same place that you're in, not doing any of the things that you're doing, and then wonder like, well, have all this regret all because like, oh, I had too many ideas. Like, how does that even sound? I had too many ideas to start one idea. Yeah, and that's the best way to do it. It's like take classes so you know exactly what you get. You got to know what you're getting yourself into in business. But then even then, like that'd be a reason why a lot of people should either get a mentor or take a course, because then you can know what you're actually gonna be. But again, it's so many. I feel like so many people obsess about, like, I just want to make the money in a business, and they just think business equals money, and it's like, no, business equals work, then money. But it's so many things before the money in business that a lot of people just, that's why they don't make it, because you're not just doing the work for the business, but you gotta, when you first start a business, you're everything in that business. If you don't have a team, you're the salesperson, you're the marketer, you're the CEO, you're the owner, you're the consultant, you're the customer service rep. Like you wearing all these different hats. And if you don't understand, if it ain't something that you really want to do, right? If the outcome ain't bigger than the money, you will quit, because you will be like, bro, this money ain't enough for me to wear 10 different hats. And a lot of people get into things thinking that I'm going to start something, right? And I'm going to start it and it's just going to be smooth and it's just going to be sweet. Some businesses are like that. But in most cases though, if you're doing something online, you're going to have to put in work. You're going to have to shoot content, or you're going to have to shoot content for a faceless brand. There's the days of like, of things just being like, well, I ain't got to do nothing and I'm gonna just I'll make a gazillion dollars. That's over with. Those days are shit, if they was ever really here, to be honest. So it's like, you know, like 200 a day, 6,000 a month. That's a very like nice income to have. Like you talking about, what's that? $72,000 in a year, like extra on top of whatever you making. You could do that. Make something for $10 or make something for $20. If it's $10, go to 20. If it's $10, talk to 100 people every day. 100 people every single day. If you talk to 100 people every day, you will see a result. 100 people every day. And don't talk to them to try to just sell them. Talk to them to understand what their problem is in relation to the thing that you're selling. Give the product away if you got to, but talk to 100 people a day and you will make the $200 a day. And the thing is don't worry. And so many people, nobody really tells y'all this, but like, I run multiple businesses. There are days where I don't make money. None of my businesses make money. But then I have a random day where a business will do 5K. I have a random day my business will do 3K. I have a random day it'll do 2,500. I have a random day I'll do, 9,000. Like, you'll have these random days, right? So it's like, even if you ain't closing sales every single day, that's okay. That's a part of it, right? Now, of course, you want to change that. You want to have less like red days, but as long as you hitting your targets, I mean, really, do it matter? I told her it doesn't happen overnight. Just like you said, you got to put in the time to work. I mean, yeah, it takes a long time to become what's looked at as because it's two different levels of success. You have you got the society's level of success, and then you got what you determine your success is. Like, Me personally, I look at it like this. I'm in the top 20% in terms of income of the within the US. Um, I drive luxury vehicles. Like I like I've done the things, like I have investments, like I've done the things that people want to do. So it's like from that aspect, I'm a self-published author. Like I look at those things like my accolades, like, okay, yeah, I'm successful, but there are other things that I want to do. And so like sometimes like I would just tell her, like, I wouldn't never measure your success to other people. Like whatever your goal was for success, that is what success is and not what society says it is. Because it's a lot of people that don't want to make $1 million. It's a lot of people that don't want to make, $10 million, $100 million. Like it's a lot of people that don't even care about money. They value family, having a house, family, and a car in their driveway and food on their table every day. They feel like they're successful for that, and they are. So it's like, yeah, just like continue. I'm sure you already do this. Encourage her to just like, man, don't be fooled by what society say, because society is a send off. Always has been sending people off, trying to tell them what you should do based off of like, yeah, you should be doing this or you should be doing that. No, do the things that make you happy. And if you can make money off the thing that's making you happy, then you double win it. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's really all it is. Like, if I can make money off of what I love to do, all right, cool. Like, I like helping people. Okay, cool. Me helping people can transition into me becoming a coach. All right, cool. So now I get to help people and I get to make money from helping people. All right, cool. Like, I get paid to solve problems. I'm cool with that. Like, it's not nothing crazy. I don't, and I do it on my time. Like, my biggest thing with success was I wanted my time. I didn't want nobody over my head telling me I had to be here. If I didn't feel like waking up at 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. to go to work, I didn't, but that was me though. And there's nothing wrong with the people that do wake up at 5 a.m., but it's just what I wanted. And I feel like so many of us, we get confused about what we want. Like somebody reading this post, like $200 a day ain't enough for me. Okay, that's cool. It's not enough for you then. It's like what you want, be okay and content with whatever you want being enough for you. Like if you only want 200 a day, if that's enough for you, that's enough for you. But don't feel ashamed that what you doing, don't ever feel like what you doing or what you ain't doing, it like what you doing is not enough. It's like, I don't be worried about all these other people. I don't be worried about what everybody else doing. I don't be worried about like what, oh man, so-and-so did this. Like, I'm not racing them. I'm running my own race. I'm my own competition, not nobody else. And so it's like, I'm only focused on me. And when we only focus on ourselves, everything else just takes care of itself. Like when you're tunnel vision, you ain't like tunnel vision. Because the reason why it's hard to execute on the idea that you got is because you looking at what they doing over there, what he doing up, like it's too much. Instead of like focusing on, okay, I got these 20 ideas right here. Let me do this one first. Let me try this one today. And let me try this one for the next 3 months. And we get so caught up in thinking that like, oh, I ain't got no time. But you won't, but you will spend 3 months thinking that you don't have time, or saying that I have too many ideas to just do one, and you won't do anything. And then now you've wasted 3 months. And so now 3 months later, you like, it's the same rep. I ain't got no time. Come on, bro. You do got time. Don't worry. Like, even if you, like, I'm 36. Even if you, I know people that's older than me, and they be like, and they come to me for coaching, and they're like, look, like, I want to do this. I wish I did think that. Don't have no regrets about what you did, because you still have time. If you got air in your lungs, if you got the energy to do it, if you got the idea, you got time, right? Now, you just may need to execute. You just may need to execute in a certain way, or you may not have the patience to do certain things, right? But you have time to reach your goals. You can still reach your goals. Do not feel limited by your age. Do not feel limited by your status. Do not feel limited by your bank account. There is no limitations on you making 200 a day, 300 a day, 500 a day, 10K a day, a million a day. Like, there's no limitations on you besides the ones that you put in yourself. God is God with you every step of the way, and God is going to give based off of your level of obedience and based off of what you actually believe and what you actually open your mouth up for and pray for and ask for and like be obedient to get, like, do the work to get. But if you sit back thinking that, well, I'm not worth this, or this ain't, nothing's gonna happen. Like, nothing will happen because you haven't asked for it. You were too scared to ask for it. Or nothing will happen because you were too scared to take that step. I meet so many people, like, over the years of teaching people event space. Shout out to all my mentees that got their spaces. Shout out to all my mentees that's in the process of getting their event space. But I met so many people that said, like, I've been wanting to start this business for years. And it's like, well, what stopped you? Failure? Fear of failing, fear of getting it wrong. You know how many times you've gotten it wrong already and your life wasn't over? Yeah, it may have gotten a little rougher after you got it wrong. Maybe. But your life wasn't over. It's okay to make mistakes. Like, I'm telling you right now, it's okay to make mistakes. If you feel like you want to start something, but the reason you haven't started, the reason you ain't got it going, you scared. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay. I'm gonna keep making them. Because the faster I make these mistakes, the faster I learn, the better I get, the quicker I get better. So why not go ahead and make the mistake? Why not go ahead and lose the money? Listen, the more money you make, the bigger the losses that you take. The more money that you make, the bigger the losses you take. But they're less frequent, but they are bigger. So you can't, it's like we live in this society where people, like, well, I want the 200 a day, but I don't want everything to come with the 200 a day. That doesn't make sense. Good, where there's going to be good, there will be bad. And if things have been bad for you for an extended period of time, right? If they've been bad, or if you've been going through trials, tribulations, you've been going through a lot, you've been growing through it though. If you feel like you're at rock bottom right now, like, I pray for you and I know that you're going to come up out of it. And guess what? It's only up from here. If you feel like you're at the lowest that you are at, it's only up from here. Like, it's everything in your life is all perspective. If you, like, I was looking at something, like, right now, if you're a YouTuber, you're a content creator, and let's say your last video only got like 300 views, and you've been, well, I want to go viral. I want 1 million people looking at it. Tell Google to give you an image of 300 people, or tell ChatGPT, give me an image of 300 people, a mock-up of what 300 people in the auditorium looks like. And you talking on stage, and you'll see it's all perspective. That's a lot of people. Your video getting 300 different views, or like, that's a lot. That's a lot of views. 100 views is a lot. 50 is a lot. 1 view is a lot, because especially if you've never gotten it before. We like, why are we being so hard on ourselves regarding things that we've never done before? If I've never done it before, why aren't you giving yourself grace to make a mistake? If you've never done it before and you want to expedite the process and you're so concerned about time, why not invest in yourself? You're not investing in that mentor. Get that out your head. Why not invest in yourself and cut the time down to get to where you want to go? Why not do that? What are we doing? Like, I'm sitting in, I look around, I look at where I'm cool, I'm successful. But I made the sacrifices. I invested in the mentors. I did the stuff that other people didn't do. It's 2 sides to it. Why not pick the road that's less traveled to get to where you want to go? The road that's less traveled, it got less traffic on it. The road that's less traveled has less traffic on it. Why do I want to go down the path? I want to do what everybody else doing. I want to stand out. Do the thing that not everybody else doing because it's less traffic down that road. It's less roadblocks. It's less potholes because it ain't been as much cars and oil leaks and all these things. Like, get out of your comfort zone. Pick one thing. You're sitting on a $200 per day business right now or more, and just go for it. Don't think about it. Don't plan on it. Just go for it. And if you don't know the very first step that you should take, but I'm finna give you the first step. If you don't know it though, even though I'm finna give it to you, the first step, you got the idea already. So if you're creating a product, all you have to do is create the product. Like let's say it's an ebook, like going with the young lady that wanted to do the cookbooks. If you watch this video, all you would have to do is go to ChatGPT. You write out all your recipes, what exactly they are, and you type them into ChatGPT and you ask it, can you format this into an ebook? Can you clean this up and grammar check it and spell check it? Can you and then go to rent like an Airbnb. And then if you want to like show pictures or videos with the book, like extra links or whatever, record all the stuff, shoot the content, record yourself cooking. Now you got videos and you got the ebook done, right? Then do a photo shoot and then put all the finished products in the book as well. And you can become a self-published author by using Amazon KDP, right? I think KDP is with Amazon. Don't quote me on that. I think it is, right? But you can become a self-published author. You can either sell your books online or you can order the hard copies for $2.50. And it don't take you long to become a self-published author. Literally, you create your book, you upload it into Amazon, and you buy your first copy. And voila, you're a self-published author right then and there, because KDP is gonna do all. They gonna publish it for you. And now you sell that book to people. You pay for it for $250. You spend $250 to do it, to buy it, but you charge people, I don't know, $15 for it. And then you sell 10, 15 of those books every day. And you made your $200 a day. Like, we are overcomplicating the things that are the simplest things in our life that are going to get us to where we want to go. I know I don't want you to overcomplicate it on anymore. I don't want you to procrastinate anymore. I want you to trust that you have everything that you need right now to do what you need to do. And if you don't have everything that you need, I want you to write out, what am I missing? And if what you're missing is the information and you haven't found it yet on YouTube, that means you need to go get a mentor. That means you need to take that $20 you got, that $100 you got, that $500 you got, that $1,000 you got, that $2,000, whatever the money is that you got, and you need to go find a community, or you need to go find a one-on-one mentor, you need to find a group mentorship program. But you need to take the funds that you got and invest in yourself to become the best version of yourself. Because that's when you'll see a real change. When you start taking action. When you start getting serious. And when you're not just talking about, well, I got all these ideas and I don't know which one to start first. Or I don't know what to do. And this isn't like, I'm not I'm not trying to trigger none of y'all, you know. But I want you to understand that the only time that you're wasting time is when you're not moving forward, when you're not taking action on the things that the ideas that you get. When you spend time just talking about it. I need you to spend time executing. Your season, this season that you're in right now, today, present day season, is about execution. So over the next over the next 90 days, commit to one of your many ideas. Commit. And if you already got the idea going and you making a little bit of money with it, and it's not right where you want it to be at, you should definitely text me 100K to 773-345-7712. And inside of my first 100K is literally what it sounds like. I'm there supporting you every step of the way while you position yourself and put things in place to start making consistent revenue online or in your business that may be local or wherever. It's about consistency. It's about trust in yourself and in God. It's about patience. It's about faithfulness. It's about obedience. You getting ideas from him, but you're not being obedient because you're not actually doing the thing that he gave you the idea to do, because you're too worried about whether or not it's going to work. Stop your worries. We're not supposed to do that. Peace and blessing. I'm finna get out of this car. My dog is probably like, Logan. Bro acting like he don't hear me. Like he legit acting like he don't hear me. But if I get up, oh, he knocked out.